Like, I want to do YouTube. So I will either become successful at YouTube, or I will turn 85 years old and I'm still trying to do YouTube, and I will have died trying to do what I wanted to do. Those are the only two options.
This guy right here has cracked the code to growing a YouTube channel. Eric Decker, or as you might know him, Eric, has gone from 0 subscribers to 1 million in 1 year. At a time when YouTube has never been more competitive, that's a pretty amazing achievement. His crazy challenge videos have got everybody talking. Just listen to what Mr. Beast had to say.
I think you're going to be a big YouTuber. It's obvious you understand the game and you're driven and dedicated. So, like, there's no doubt in my mind within a few years you'll have 10 million subscribers. So, like, this growth is exponential.
But how is he growing so fast? Last January, Eric gained 300 subscribers. The month after, 90,000. What changed here? Well, in this video, we'll investigate and get to the bottom of his strategy. And if you're like me and are obsessed with growing your own channel, you're going to be blown away by some of the moves Eric has made. I know I say it a lot, but this guy is a YouTube genius. I've analysed some of the biggest YouTubers in the world, but the way Eric has grown is different. These two guys here present a typical case study for a highly successful YouTube channel. Both MrBeast and KSI worked on their content for years before they ever hit 1 million subscribers. An average YouTube growth curve looks something like this. You start slow, and then over time your content gets better and you pick up real momentum. So how did Eric manage to skip this step? I mean, this time last year he was a college dropout with no experience growing a YouTube channel. By every measure he was starting from 0. But he had a plan. You see, no matter how competitive YouTube gets, the algorithm is built to help new creators get discovered. The issue is most people just don't know how to get picked up by the algorithm in the first place. And that is what Eric has done so well, getting initial attention and getting into people's recommended feeds. After a month of research and watching every single one of his videos, here are the 3 steps behind his rapid growth on YouTube. If 2021 is the year you want your channel to explode, pay close attention. Later in this video, we are going to talk about some of the less innocent ways Eric has grown his channel. But the first thing you need to succeed on YouTube is a good product, aka your content. Which takes us on to step number 1. From the start, Eric has been making algorithm optimized videos. As I said earlier, YouTube wants new creators to be discovered, but they're obviously not going to manually watch every single upload. So their algorithm tells them whether a video is good or not. One of the main ways they do this is through average view duration and retention. This is where so many small channels fail. If you can't keep people on your videos, YouTube simply isn't going to promote them. But big channels know how to make optimized videos. They use retention strategies that capture you from the very start and keep you watching. What's really interesting about Eric is it's almost like he's got some sort of inside information before starting. His content is carefully planned and edited to beat the algorithm. Let's take a look at this video here to see his retention strategy in action. I want you to pay close attention to the opening 20 seconds, because a few things happen here that are so important to the overall video.
I want to try and deliver Uber Eats by air. We didn't train for this!
So how many flights have you done?
A couple.
Tango Kilo, Bilania Fishtails.
Have you ever had a helicopter Uber Eats food to you before?
How much do y'all weigh?
This is what is known as a cold open intro, which is essentially where you jump straight into the action before anything else. Eric's goal here is simple. He wants to convince the viewer to stick around. He does this by delivering a one-line explanation and then proceeds to show the viewer some of the best highlights to hook them in. He also really cleverly includes clips that leave unanswered questions. Was the helicopter crashing? What was this guy's reaction? Within 20 seconds, the viewer knows what he's trying to do, they know that the video isn't clickbait, and they also have multiple storylines they want answered. With intros, a lot of the time it's better to show instead of tell. You can always fill in more of the details later on, which is what Eric does next.
In my experience, Uber Eats delivery, dude, it sucks so bad. So I thought to myself, what if we were to make that process actually good? Yeah, like when Uber Eats says that you're gonna get your meal in 15 minutes and it comes in like 25, what if we could deliver the food in like 1 minute? Now, how are we gonna do that? Well, here's the plan. I wanna try and deliver Uber Eats by air.
This section is called the setup. The real key to high retention on YouTube is getting the balance right between context and action, so the viewer knows exactly what's happening while also being entertained. So within the first 2 minutes, Eric has grabbed the viewer's attention. He makes sure to keep it through effective YouTube storytelling. All of his videos contain multiple conflict and resolutions. Something comes up that could put the whole